All right, so good morning. The time is 6:06 and it is Friday, May 9th. We are about to get this ab series kicked off for the day. And what we are going to do, and also my name is Chelsea Parker from Jackson, Tennessee. I am a certified personal trainer, and I was a registered nurse for over 10 years. So I'm glad to have you on here this morning. What we're going to get started with is just some warm-up stretches. So the first thing we're going to do, just some warm-up stretches, get that blood flowing all over the body, and then we'll start hitting the core. So we're going to start with our normal warm-up. My absolute favorite is going to be the Pilates squats. So go ahead and get in your position. And we are going to start. Our hands will be by our side, and I know my head is probably cut off, but I'll be perfect in the mat. And we're going to squat down. You lift your hands up at the same time. And we are going to do 20. Just nice and slow. This is our warm-up stretch. Good. And these squats are just as low as you can go. Make sure you're getting a nice stretch. Good. Once everybody has their 20, we are just going to do some side lunges. Those, we will step out to the side. You will just squat down to one side and bring it back. Now we're going to do 10 each side of these. Good. Once you get that first side, go ahead and do that next side. Remember, it's 10 each side. And it is normal for one side to feel a little bit weaker or not as balanced. Good. I've got one more. Now we are going to start with some marching abs. Excuse me. Our hands are going to be straight up in the air for these, and we are just going to bring our knee up a little cross body, give it a little crunch, and we're going to do 20 total. So it'll be 10 each leg. You just kick that knee up as high as you can get it. Good. Once you've got your 20, let's go ahead and go down to the mat. We're going to start off in the tabletop position. What we're going to start with is going to be the cat to cow. So you start on all fours. Back should be straight when you're starting. You inhale and you arch your back up. You're going to hold it for about 2 seconds and then release. We're going to do this 8 times. Then remember, give me a 2-second pause So you inhale as you arch your back, and then when you let it out, you exhale. Let's do 8. All right, we have completed our warm up. So now we're going to go down to the mat. I'm going to run things a little bit differently today. And we're still completely doing abs, but I'm going to do a time segment on some things. So, and I will be giving us cues as we go. I'll have my timer going. But what we're going to do about 3 or 4 different moves in the circuit. So we will go for 45 seconds each move, and then we will have about a 20-second rest, and then we'll go for 45 seconds until we have completed this circuit. Then we'll take a 1-minute break in between, and we'll repeat again. So the first move we're going to be starting with, and we'll do each of these for 45 seconds. So go ahead, we're going to lay down on the mat. Right leg is going to be straight. One knee is going to be bent. Let me get my timer ready for these, and I will show you before I start the time. But what we're going to be doing is, and we've done these in my class, just the cross body taps. However, we will be doing just the right leg for 45 seconds as we start, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and hit that timer, and when I say rest, completely rest for 20 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start, and let's start left arm to right foot. We've got 45 seconds. And we are not keeping count. I just want as many as you can do. Try using your best form. We've got about 15 more seconds. And rest. Completely rest. I'm going to give us 20 seconds, okay? And then when we start back, we're going to put that other knee up, and we're going to do the opposite side for 45 seconds. We've got about 5 more seconds. Get my timer ready. All right, let's start that other side. Good, we've got about 15 seconds. About 5 seconds, keep working. And rest. We are going to take about 30 seconds this time. The next thing we will be doing is the leg raises with crossover. So we'll start, and you don't have to, we're not starting these yet. I'm just going to show you the move. Start with both legs up. You'll bring them down. You will cross over at the bottom. Bring it back up. Down. Recross back over. bring it up. Now we will be doing these for 45 seconds total, and then we're gonna have another pause. So practice a couple if you need to. I'm gonna give it about 5 seconds and we're gonna start those crossovers. All right, let's go ahead and start. Remember to breathe, and we are crossing over at the bottom. Head can stay on the ground for these so that you're not straining your neck. Or if you need to lift it up a little bit like this, that's fine too. We've got about 15 seconds. Keep working and rest. Good. We've got one more move in this series, and then I'm going to give us a full minute break, and then we will get back and we'll repeat this. So next move we're going to be doing, pretty basic. We're just going to be doing the regular crunch. It should burn from what we've paired with the others. Remember, rest your head in your hands. Don't pull that neck. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the timer, and we've got 45 seconds. So let's crunch. This is no race. I just want some very good crunches. Core is engaged. You're pulling up from your belly button, not your neck. Good, we've got about 20 seconds. Push through these crunches and we're going to get a minute off. All right, let's rest. And while we are on our break, let's go ahead and flip over to our stomachs, and we'll do a few cobra to child's pose just to give us, stretch out that tummy before we hit another hard circuit. So for the cobra, you just press up, look up, we're just stretching out that belly. I like to hold this pose for about 10 seconds, and then I will rock back gently into the child's pose. Good. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. We're going to push up and hold it. Good. Gently rock back. All right, guys, let's flip it back over. Get ready to do another round of our ab series. Got dog hair all over me. Let me reset my timer. We will be starting with our left knee up, right leg straight. We're going to do the same thing as last time. We're going to run through it again. 45 seconds for each movement. Go ahead and get in your position, opposite arm to opposite leg, and let's start now. Good, we're halfway. Ten seconds. Good, and rest. We're gonna rest for 20 seconds. And then we're gonna start that opposite side. Go ahead and get in your position. And let's work. Good, we are halfway through these. Keep pushing. Good, and rest. I'm gonna give us a little bit longer break. We've got about 30 seconds this time. And then the next move we'll be going into is the crossovers, where we cross over at the bottom. Let's take about 15 more seconds. And again, we'll be doing these crossovers for 45 seconds. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's work. Remember, we are crossing over at the bottom. We are using our core to pull our legs up. We are halfway. These are a tough one. Push through and keep breathing. Go about 5 seconds. Good. Rest. Again, you've got about 20 seconds. We're gonna finish this round again with the regular crunches. We've got about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's crunch. Remember, head is just resting in your hands. You're pulling up with your core. I do not care how many you get done, as long as you're getting some good form in. Good, we've got about 10 seconds. All right, and that is time. Again, I'm going to flip us over on our break. This time we've got about 90 seconds, so we are just going to stretch it out. Let's first, don't even have to go up into the cobra position, just lay flat, stretch out. Let's hold this for about 10 seconds where you're stretching all the way out, and then we'll push up. All right, get ready to go into that cobra position. We're gonna push it up. Remember, we're gonna hold about 10 seconds and then gently rock back. Let's rock back. Good. One more time. Let's take it back into the cobra. Should be feeling a really nice stretch in the abdomen. Let's rock it back. Good. And this is going to be the last series of this circuit. So let's go ahead and get back into our original position on our backs. We'll be starting with right leg straight, left leg bent. Let me get my timer reset. Last round with these moves, so let's push through these. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Focus on your breathing. We're halfway. And break. You go ahead and get that other leg positioned. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Good. We are halfway on this side. Keep pushing. And rest. Good. We've got a little bit longer of a pause this time before we go into our crossovers. Just take your breather for a second. We've got about 10 more seconds to rest. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Let's do our crossovers. And we are crossing over at the bottom. Good, work, work, work. We got about 10 more seconds. And that's time. Now we've got 20 more seconds. We're going to finish off with our crunches. We've got about 5 seconds. Give me all you got for these crunches. I think 20 in 45 seconds is very doable using good form. Let that try to be your number. In 3, 2, 1, let's crunch. Good, keep working. Got about 10 seconds. and rest. Good. Now to give our abs a break for just a minute before we do a couple more ab moves. We are on the trend down. Go ahead and give me just 20 hip bridges. Let's just keep that blood flowing, keep our heart rates up. We're going to do 20 hip bridges. Even on the bridges, we're trying to keep our core engaged, lifting our pelvis all the way up. You don't have to pause at the top. I just want 20 bridges. Good. Once you have your 20 bridges, go ahead and flip back on your side. I believe we did this move last week. However, we're going to do it timed this week, and we're going to be doing the side plank with pull through. Remember, there are two different ways you can do this. So we're going to be doing 30 seconds on the left side, and then we're going to do 30 seconds on the right side. So I'm not going to need a specific number. Now, the side planks with the pull throughs, you have two options. You can be up on both feet, and you twist to the side and you pull up. That is option number one. That's a little more of the advanced option. Option number two is just as good. One knee is bent. That way you are not fully holding yourself up, but you are still coming back and you are reaching towards that shoulder blade and all the way up. Practice a couple if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and get my timer ready. Like I said, we're going to do 30 seconds on the left, then 30 seconds on the right. And let's go ahead and get in your position. I'm actually going to do the modified way to start, and then the other side I may do both legs. So whatever you need to do. Let's lift up and work. Remember, I do not need a specific number. I just want you to be feeling a good oblique crunch. We're focusing on form and breathing. We're halfway. About 5 seconds on this side. And let's switch sides. I'm going to stop the timer. Give us a second to get in our other position. Same thing, just opposite side. Go ahead and get up into your position. And let's work. Keep pushing. We got about 5 seconds on this side. And that's time. Now we're going to do this 2 more times. No break. So let's go ahead and switch over. This is our last couple minutes of work, y'all. So let's get back onto that left side. We're just going to do 30, 30, 30, 30. We're going to do a total of 3 times each side. So let's go ahead and lift up. This is our second time on the left side. Halfway. Switch sides. We're doing great. This is the finisher. Go ahead and get lifted up on your opposite side. And we've got 30 seconds. Good. 10 more seconds on this side. Good. Switch sides. All right, we got each side one more time and we're done. So let's give me one more solid minute. Let's go ahead and lift up on that left side. Oh, my timer wanted to reset. And let's work. We've got 30 seconds. About 5 seconds. Switch sides. All right, we got 30 seconds left in us. We can do it. Go ahead and get in your position. And give you just a second to get set up. And let's work. Last 30 seconds of this Friday. Good, we're reaching all the way to our shoulder blades. Getting a nice oblique crunch. 10 seconds. All right, guys. That is it. Let's go ahead and roll onto our stomachs. We will plank up and we will walk ourselves up. So go ahead and plant your toes, plant your hands. We're just going to walk ourselves up. Come down in the front and give me a good stretch. And we are done. Let me get my glasses on so I can stop this recording and see everybody.